The Hangout on Air is live. Woo! Does it say live on your end?
It does. We're live.
We're live! Lisa Williams, welcome to the Turning 40 blog series on my little channel. If you're new to my channel and you're watching us, my name's Copelia, and Lisa and I met doing radio together, and now Lisa's still doing radio. I'm leading worship. I do a little bit of TV, but I love that we are still at heart God's radio girls. So
Yes, we are.
thanks for joining me for this crazy celebration of turning 40.
I know, Copelia, it's so nice to see your face. I love you very, very much.
I love you too.
I've loved the fact that because of social media, people who've listened to us on the radio and us and other radio friends, all of us can just stay so connected. You know, when I left K-Love, I thought, what am I going to do with myself? Because I'm so accustomed to communicating daily thoughts and feelings, and Facebook. Thank God for Facebook, because you could just type out your feelings and go, okay, I did it. You know, and then you just continue the friendships. So that's good.
I love that. So when 2016 came around and I knew it was a big milestone year, I was like, that's it. I am not telling anybody how old I am. I am not turning 40. Like, I was in denial. And the more I thought about it, the more I was like, well, you know, I have all these people in my life, family, friends, people that I admire, that I look up to, that have thrived and have these amazing stories of things that actually have happened to them in their 40s. And one of those people that came to mind was actually you, because you kind of became a mom close to 40.
Yeah, I had JD at 38 and Jesse at 39. So I remember my 40th party. I lived in a small apartment in Sacramento. Some of our friends from church came over, and I had 2 in diapers. I mean, I had a little baby and one in diapers, and I was doing afternoons. I feel like when I turned 40, I was running with my hair on fire. You know, it was just like so much going on. But yeah, I had 2 babies.
Amazing.
So life started.
So I was thinking, part of your story, you know, of just that time of your life of turning 40 was actually huge, because it wasn't that many years later that you decided to do a big change and leave what you had done for so many years, radio, and just try to be a mom. Yeah,
well, like, in considering us talking, I was just out walking for a while. I live in Denver, and there's just beautiful trails here. It's a beautiful summer day, and I went walking. I was thinking about you, Copelia, and I was thinking, like, what would I say to myself if I could look back now 7 years, almost 8 years, and say, Lisa, here's what you need to know about your 40s. And I thought, you know,
yeah, please tell me.
like, if I could talk to me now, well, I can talk to you now, you know? It's like, here's what I would really say. It's always kind of deep with me. But yeah, you're right. You know, it was like I had the babies, and then right after that, the next year, moved to the morning show, which was more demanding. And then we moved our family to Indianapolis, you know, and it was more, there was just a lot of demands on me. My husband was at that time in ministry, and I had the babies, and I put pressure on myself, and all the things that led to me going, I don't think I'm happy. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to be a mom and let somebody else do the Caleb Morning Show. Somebody else could do the Caleb Morning Show. It took months to figure that out. Wow. Somebody else could do the show. I am JD and Jesse's mom. Okay, so disengaging, and then just entering into a season of kind of figuring out who I am. That's what the 40s have been. Now at 47, Copelia, it's kind of like, who am I really? What's your true self? Not what your parents said you were, or your siblings, or your husband, or social media, or your program director, or your fans, or your friends. Everyone says who you are. Everyone kind of defines you to yourself, but kind of finding your true self. This is actually who I am, and why God created me, and why am I even here? That's how I would talk to myself if I was talking to me. I would say, Lisa, there are lots of storms ahead. I hate to say that. It sounds so negative.
It's true, though.
Life, you know, beautiful. There's things that will happen in this next decade in your life. And the only thing that you can do that's wise is put your roots down deep into God, and build your house on his word. That's the way your house stands. Jesus said, if you hear these words and you do them, you're like someone who builds a house on rock. So the storms are coming. Little storms, big storms, it's just life. Right. And so right now, that's where I am at 47, Sweet Pea. I'm just trying to figure out, what does it mean to be like a tree planted by the rivers of water? So I have focused much of my life on fruit. I am God's radio girl. I make people feel good. That makes me valuable in my mind. I make people feel good. I make people laugh. I make people cry. I make people think I matter. And it's all about the fruit. I have this fruit, so I matter. And it's like God has said to me in the last several months, it's about the root, not the fruit.
Wow.
Like, so learning how to kind of pull back from everything that I create and everything I do and all this energy that makes me feel good and makes me feel important. And that's where I am at 47. It's like, well, who am I and why am I here? And how do I put down deeper roots in you? Probably because he's going to bear some crazy fruit down the road, but I don't care. It's like, I got to stop thinking about that.
Right.
Does that make sense? That's my message, for you is that good? Do you like that?
Awesome. I love it. Turning 40, technically this week.
Yeah, you're turning 40. You can put it in quotes, but it's going to happen.
Dang it.
There's no stopping it. Here we go.